Hey, good morning, everyone. Morning warm up. So, I've been watching this series called Limitless. If you get a chance, I want you to watch it. It's with Chris Hemsworth. And what they're doing is they're talking about our health and our longevity. And in there, they're discovering stress and they're discovering things like cold plunge therapy and heat therapy. And just different things that we need to do. But one of the series was really great dealing with stress. And I want you to think about this. I'm just going to throw this out there. We are capable of so much more when we can manage or face our stress and then be able to release our stress. And so one of the things they talk about in there is get comfortable with stress. Folks, if you look at stress, it's so hard on our bodies because of how it reacts and the chemicals and what's going on in our bodies. And it can be attributed to things like heart disease, diabetes, cancer. And so I want you to think about right now, how do you deal with stress and do you face your stress? And what was really interesting is she took you through a little scenario, and she's a stress doctor, and she just took Chris Hemsworth and she just got him to start, number one, thinking differently about the situation he was in. Folks, when we go into stress modes, we go into fight or flight. That means our blood vessels restrict. That means that our cortisol is pumped out. That means that we're going into a fight or flight arena, and it's getting our body ready to respond. The problem is if you don't learn how to release that stress, and in today's world, the problem is we never get out of stress because we're living in such a reactionary mode that we're just constantly in that state of high cortisol, fight or flight. You've got to have downtime. And one of the ways of doing that is, even if you're doing something stressful or fearful, is to change the way you think. And it was amazing when she said, go to a place of happiness, go to a place of gratitude. Number two, breathing. And she taught this concept called box breathing. You may have heard of it. Box breathing is a box. So it goes 4 seconds inhale, 4 seconds hold, 4 seconds exhale, right? 4 seconds, then inhale again. And it's just box breathing. And here's what happens. We can train our body to change that stimulus by simply slowing down our breathing because of the sensors in our heart and our lungs. As our heart pumps slower and our lungs extract, right, and contract slower, or expand and contract slower, it sends a signal to our brain that says, shut down the fight or flight. And so the next time you find yourself in a very stressful situation, get a hold of your thinking, get a hold of your breathing, and try to put yourself into a calmer state. Now, is it easy to do? No. Does it take practice? Yes, it does. And I love this, and they ended with this. They said, if you avoid risk, and most of the times when we avoid risk because we don't want to get stressed, we don't want to be fearful, if you avoid risk, we can't learn what we can really do. And we stifle our life. So, a couple things from here. One, watch the series, Limitless, with Chris Hemsworth. Number two, think about how you run this right here in your thoughts when you're in difficult situations. Number three, learn to breathe and change the way your body reacts to things. And number four, you guys, sometimes disconnect and take it easy. All right, everybody, hey, make it a great day. Be awesome and help somebody. We'll talk to you later.